Good morning, children. I am Tania and I am going to be your English teacher for today. And hope all of you are doing well. Hope all of you are excited. Well, you are going to learn a lot of things in this class. So it is going to be fun as well as interesting. Okay, interesting because you would get to know a lot of new things, and fun because it is going to be with a lot of fun activities. Okay? All right then. Let's go ahead and start with our class. Now, I'm going to teach you a grammar topic. The name of the topic is naming words. So, have you ever come across the word naming words? Yes, you've done it before. What is the other name for it? Nouns. Absolutely right. So, children, how many of you know the types of nouns? The different types of nouns. Have you learned before? Okay, we are going to discuss that as well. Now, before we discuss the types of nouns, let us first recapitulate, okay? Whatever you had learned before, let me see if you remember all those things or if you know more than I do, okay? So let's go ahead and try to understand that. So I am going to ask you to look at the surroundings and tell me 5 things that you see around you. Just 5 things. Yes, you tell me first. The clock, the bulb, the fan, the AC. Okay, that's called air conditioner. Okay. The candle stand, the mobile phone. Okay. Pen, table, chair. Okay, I've got a lot of names now. Great. Now, can you see any people around you? Anybody? Humans? Human beings? Your father, mother, grandmother? Okay. You have your grandfather there? Sister? Little brother? Okay, great. And do you also see any pet? Do you have a pet? Anybody has a pet? Raise your hand. Okay, you have a pet? Okay, so what is it? A dog? Okay, so can you tell me the name of your dog? All right, okay. So anybody else has anything to share? Any animal or bird? You see pigeons in the balcony? Okay, great. All right, so I've got so many things from you all, so many possible things that you saw and you had told me. Okay, now, these all have a name, and that is why you told me those names. You told me the names of those things, animals, person, okay? You told me the names. So if you don't have the names for all these, how would you tell? Can you tell without these names? For example, if you didn't know what is that thing called which is glowing above my head and it is giving me a lot of light. That's a bulb, right? Yes. So we know that's a bulb because the name has been given to that thing. Okay? So similarly, everything around you has a name. And that is why it's called naming words. Understood? If we did not have a name for our mother, father, okay, if we didn't know what to call them, okay, what to call them with, how would we identify them? How would we, try to call them? Okay, we call them with these names, and that is why they are called naming words. Now, these naming words can be divided into how many categories? How many of you remember that? Tell me. Person, place, animals, things. Okay, now tell me, children, how many of you have animals and person, place, animal, things, right? So how many of you have played this game? Person, place, animal, things. Have you played that with the help of letters? Okay, so we are going to do that as well. Okay, before we do that, I want you to go ahead and quickly take out a page and write down 5 names of person, place, animals, and things. Person, place. Person as in people that you see around. Places could be anything. For example, a study, a living room, a balcony, a kitchen, your society's name. Okay, you can also write your city's name, your country's name, anything. Okay, those are places, names of places. Okay, a park, anything that you see in the neighborhood. For example, a police station, a hospital, a post office, right? Courier service station there, or a gas station. Okay, a school. Yes, of course, a school. Okay, so give me 5 names of person. Okay, places, animals, and things. Okay, animals, you can include the insects, the birds, anything under the category of animals. Now, also tell me the things. Now, there are so many things that you have already told me. You can write any 5. Okay? Yes. Now, use pink for person, light blue for places, light brown for animals, and yellow for things. Okay, light brown for animals. Use only what do you call that, color pencils only, or you may use crayons, light colored crayons. Okay, pink, I'm going to type it out for you so that you can refer to the colors. Okay, after writing these in 4 different categories: person, place, animals, things. Okay, now you have to color all the persons in pink color. Use a crayon or a pencil color. Okay, next, place, blue for place, light blue. It has to be a light sky blue. Okay, sky blue. Okay, animals, you can use light brown color, absolutely light brown. Okay, and for things you can use yellow. Okay, the purpose is that you should know that these fall in these different categories and you will remember it. Okay, okay, so once you are done, let's consider it to be done. Okay, now let's move on. You are going to click a picture of it and send it to me on my WhatsApp, or email me on my email address so that I can go through all these papers. And if there are any corrections, what I will do it, I'll highlight that, and I will also type it out for you. Okay, so that you get to know where are the corrections that you have to make. Okay, now we have understood these naming words, including the 4 categories that we can divide them into. Now, do you know that these naming words have majorly 2 categories that you are going to learn right now? Okay, one, common names, and the other one, special names. Now, somebody was telling me that he has a pet, and the pet's name is Brownie, right? So Brownie. Oh, I'm sorry, you said Bruno. Okay, so Bruno, it's a dog, right? So Bruno is a pet. Now this pet has a name. Now, if I were to keep a dog as my pet, would I also call him Bruno? No, I want to keep a different name. I want to name it as Brownie. Or maybe Sky. Or maybe Tom or Rocky. So see, whatever names that are given to a particular dog and or any animal or a person, you specially give a name to a person, that becomes a special name. To a place, okay? For example, we live in Gurugram. But do we have Gurugram everywhere? No, right? Only the city that we live in is called Gurugram. Not every city is called Gurugram, right? So this is a special name. What is it? It is a special name. Now, you also have to understand one thing, that these special names are always, written with the capital letter. The first letter is always capital. Okay? So whenever you write a special name, for example, my name, Tania. You're not Tania, I am Tania, right? So we have different names because it is a special name, right? Special names are always very, very less in number. Mostly 1 or 2 or very less. Okay? We may have more than 1 Tanias in a class, maybe 3 Tanias, but it would still be very less. But if I say that there are 45 girls, now these 45 girls are not special names, these are the common names. Okay, but out of these 45 girls, some of the girls could be Tania. For example, 2 girls could be Tania. 1 girl could be Rakhi. The other girl could be Neha. The other girl could be Priya, Sanya, Manya. Okay, so you see, these are all special names. Similarly, boys, there are 30 boys. And 30, 40 boys. Okay, if not 30, 40 boys. Now, these 40 boys can't be named with a particular name. For example, not all the 30 boys can be called as Rahul. Right? Every boy has a different name given. Now, there is a possibility that you might have 2 Rahuls out of 30. In that particular class, out of 30 boys, you may have 2 Rahuls. But it would still be special because they are very, very less in number. Okay? But the boys, because there are 30 and 30 of them are called boys, they are called common names. Okay? They are common nouns or common names, and the names which are found very less and they are specially given, okay, to someone or something, that is a special name, okay, or a proper name. Understood? Now, we are going to do some activity, okay, to understand if you have understood the difference between special name and common name. Okay, now the activity is, whenever I'm going to say a special name, you will have to stand. Whenever it's a common name, you will have to sit. Okay, let's do this then. It is going to be really fun. Okay, yeah, special names could be Himalaya. Himalaya is, not every mountain is called a Himalayan range, right? Himalaya is again a name. River Ganga. River is a common name because there are so many rivers, but there's only one Ganga. Right? Understood now? Have you understood? Okay. So we are going to do this particular activity. Okay then. I would meet you in the next class. Until then, remember this activity and we will go ahead and try to recapitulate whatever we have learned today. Okay? Bye for now. Take care. Bye-bye.